Well, hello, and here with another video for you of the house we visited in town. We had the other videos ahead of time. This was kind of toward the end there, where they were packaging things up, finalizing, and then they had a big garbage day. They threw a bunch of stuff away, but they weren't done packing inside the house, so they might want us to come back one more time before they move. I know there was a second house involved that they were moving out of as well. But this was a lot of Oriental items and some more native items. These are about the interesting things that were left. Found my wife some cast iron. She collects cast iron and cooks on cast iron. And I believe these were like butter warmers right here. And then this is California 49ers. Not the football team. There was a gold rush. 1849. And that's just a commemorative for it. We're going to keep that. They're all made in USA. More native. This is missing it's a pendant, Thunderbird pendant. It's missing a couple pieces of, couple stones there, 3 of them. Turquoise. Can't remember what I was going to say. But here's some buffalo. And this, I believe this was like an ashtray of some type, but it was made in Israel, so that was kind of neat. Never seen one of those before. I'm sure they've been around common, but they have this really heavy, I believe it's leaded glass ashtray from Latchford Glass Company. We're in the process of looking that up, seeing what it's worth. But there's every kind except this one. That's what I seem to run into every time I do some searches for common things. This is a ashtray shaped like a cast iron pan. Made in Japan. So this would be probably from the 50s after the occupation. Because I have another occupied Japan piece. Here it is, Seaside, Oregon. The turnaround. I'm not sure exactly what that is. It doesn't look like it's a train turnaround. It looks like it's a pier. I don't know. I have to look into it. I'm not sure. Got little decorative pieces like in oyster shells, but they're resin. And I'm going to start taking care of bonsai trees again. So I believe those two are going to go inside of a bonsai display. Maybe. We have this man here. I don't know if he's Chinese or Japanese yet, but I have to look him up because both cultures made similar designs like this. This is a newer one anyways. But then we got, I'm believing that's like an early 1900s Buddha statue seated with his hands in meditation. It's from Japan. This, I believe, was part of an incense burner because this part right here is for incense. But it looks like he sat either on the table with something underneath it, or it sat on a stand. I can't find this exact one, but this is a newer one. This is definitely older. A little planter for like a succulent or some type of small plants. There was a lot of Oriental items left over. We have this, but it's missing a hand. And this fisherman here who he's resin, and it's still kind of cool with a koi, or I think it's a koi fish, large one, but that might go into at the base of a bonsai as well. We have this little pottery piece. It's a planter. That's just something dirty on it. There's no chips or anything on it. Good thing it's resin because he fell over. Bunch of keys. I think I got enough for a lifetime here. I'm going to sort through them and sort house keys from car keys and from other keys. Ones I might look at. Another Asian piece there, Oriental piece. That's part of a salt and pepper shaker set. They didn't have the other one, but I thought it was still pretty neat. Cow skull. Couple tubby mugs with a little plastic Indian in it, and a chief there. And oh, look at this right here. I don't know if anybody's aware of these. I wasn't until I just started finding them. This piece right here. This is a redware Crackerjack prize from the 1920. I didn't realize they gave out things so big. I always thought they were just small charms and things like that, like little tiny guns and things. But that was kind of neat. Didn't know that. That's another Crackerjack's prize there, is that other little bison. We have that copper Thunderbird. We have a Hopi Kachina doll. I believe that's for harvest or something, because it translates to speckled corn. I don't know. We have that piece back here, and I believe it's Weller, but it's the ivy pattern, and I've got we've got a vase to match it right there, and that's pretty cool. And then my wife found this nice paper fan. It's got a little bit of damage right there, but that's still okay. It's got a nice parrot on it, and got a couple more little Confucius and a Buddha incense burner. I've got those on eBay right now. I don't know how well they'll do. Some carved totem poles. These look more towards the Canadian type. I'm not sure. I have to look them up. There's a couple old ones in there. And then these, I don't know if people are familiar with those, but those are slag glass. And it's got a little fish on top, but that's an electric lighter from the 1920s, and I believe that's the original cord on it. I have to have my dad look at it now, because he knows about these. That was one of the gifts that they gave us, and what you do is you plug those in and you turn it over, and on the bottom there's an element that will heat up. Be careful with that. Once you turn it over, that'll heat up and light your cigarette. Now you notice how that's glowing in the natural sunlight. If I had my black light, I took it to another room before I made the video, but that would glow like crazy, bright fluorescent green, and that's what I like. So that might be on eBay pretty soon. And then I have this replacement. Like if you were to break one, this is a replacement. Doesn't have the element in there. You were able to buy the elements separate, but this was the replacement cover and an original cord to go with it. And those are from the 20s. 20s to 30s were popular. And this piece right here is really neat. I believe it was a pipe that someone started. Because I don't think it's a candle holder, but it's nice hand-carved Indian chief. It's got the bowl carved out in it. And all I would need to do to finish it is just kind of drill that out or carve it out and put a stem in it. But I think I'm going to leave it the way it is. Unless it's worth more as a pipe. Then, of course, when I sell it, I would say that I completed it. What else we got? We got this lady here with a rickshaw, and those are salt and peppers. That's a license holder for California Division of Forestry. They changed their name to something environmentally correct now, but that's probably from the 50s. And this last piece. This is my favorite piece. The stopper doesn't go with it. It was just inside of it. Now, there's a problem with this, but I'm keeping it anyways, because if you're able to see this in the light of your eyes instead of on a video, this is so blue, and these are orange. These do fluoresce a little bit under a black light, which makes it even nicer for me. But when you turn it over, there's the big thing. That was broken when I got it, because if I would have broken it, I would have been upset. But I'm going to try to, since it's for myself, I'm going to try to restore that. So there might be a video on that later on, kind of trial and error thing. And if it doesn't, it looks just as good sitting on a shelf just like this. I did get another really nice, I'll show you here. It's a part. That's all.